What's going on, you guys? Hey, I'm in the middle of my workout right now, and I just want to take this time to address a common fault I see in a lot of you guys' floor presses or chest presses. You guys routinely hear me say strong wrist when I'm cueing you guys, and I want to demonstrate to you why that's important. So if you look at, I'm gonna do this here vertically just so you can get the full demonstration. If you look at my hand, from my hand through my wrist down through my elbow, there's a straight line right there, right? It's called a kinetic chain. And so if I put the band inside this kinetic chain and I got my wrist straight, you see that this joint is supported by this joint. And so if I apply force, I now have an intact kinetic chain from this joint through this joint that I can apply force through. What happens is, with a lot of you guys, I see you guys do this here. So you put the band in your hand, in your palm, and you allow your wrist to break like this here. So now, you look at the kinetic chain, there's this joint, and when I apply force, the force goes through into nothingness, right? So where the load is at, the load is only supported by this joint right here. So when I apply force now, this joint is taking all the load. So you guys, a lot of times, you know, I see you guys get up and you guys shake your wrist, and I know your wrist is hurting because when you apply force through this here, you have no support on that joint. So I'm gonna demonstrate that for you guys so you can see what it looks like on the bench. So when you get down on your floor press, a lot of you guys are in this position here where your wrist is broken, and when you apply force, you're applying force and there's nothing supporting that joint, and the load is all being supported by your hand on your wrist joint. So when I say strong wrist, what I mean is get your wrist upright. So now there's an intact kinetic chain right there, right? So when I apply force, I'm applying force throughout all the joint structure, from the shoulder through the elbow through the wrist. All that is all supported now in an intact kinetic chain. So when I say strong wrist, it's because I see you doing this. And what I want you to do is get your wrist up together, tighten up your wrist joint so they're supported by the elbow joint, and apply force through a complete intact kinetic chain. So here we go. I'm gonna do my set now. And that's what I mean by the strong wrist cue. That means get your wrist supported by your elbow joint so that you can apply force through a complete kinetic chain versus having that energy leak out into nothingness and just having this joint here support that load, right? I'm gonna be giving you guys more of these tips. I hope you guys get some value from these videos. There's more to come. Thank you for being a part of my team. Peace, deuces, outro, sayonara.